Friends, if you're getting ready for your first trip to Italy, here are some things you should know. The official and only currency you can use in Italy is the euro. You can pay with your card almost everywhere, but it's important to check your bank's rates and international fees before your trip. I recommend you also bring some cash, because smaller shops don't always accept card payments. You can buy euros at home before your trip, or you can withdraw cash from the ATMs at banks in Italy. If you're choosing the second option, make sure the ATM you're using belongs to a bank to avoid hidden fees. If you're traveling from outside Europe, it's important to know that electrical outlets in Italy are different and you're going to need an adapter to use your electronics. Most wall sockets in Italy are type CF, but you may also find type L. If you're traveling from North America, it's important to note that the voltage in Italy is higher, so before plugging anything in, make sure your electronics can handle the higher voltage. If they don't, you're going to need a converter. If you want to visit several cities in Italy, you can easily do it by train. They have high-speed trains to take you between the bigger cities in just a few hours, but also regional trains that reach the smaller towns for just a few euros. We have a guide explaining trains in Italy on our channel. You'll find it linked at the end of this video. If you're visiting Italy in the high season, expect crowds like you've never seen before. Italy is one of the most visited countries in the world, so if you want to visit its top attractions, you'll have to book admission tickets in advance. You'll find links to the most popular attractions in Italy in the description. Feel free to check them out. Now let's get to the most important topic. The food in Italy is amazing and it's a huge part of the Italian experience. In Italy, breakfast usually means a cappuccino and a sweet pastry, and many locals just have it on the go. Lunch is between 12 and 3 p.m, while dinner usually begins after 7. Between these hours, most restaurants, especially the good ones, are closed, so don't ever think I'll skip lunch and eat at 5 p.m. because there's nowhere to eat at 5 p.m. Since everyone eats at the same hours, people are used to making restaurant reservations, and there's a good chance you won't find a table if you just show up. So if you want to eat at a particular restaurant, make a reservation in advance. And don't be surprised to see people lining up in front of a restaurant waiting for a table. Italy has 20 regions, each with specific dishes, so don't be surprised if you won't find lasagna in Rome. Wherever you travel in Italy, try the local specialties because they're best at their home. The portions aren't very big, not even the pizzas, so don't order one for 2 people expecting to share it. Tap water in Italy is safe to drink, and in some cities you'll even find public fountains on the street where you can refill your bottle for free. In Italy, as in most European countries, public transportation is the most popular way to get around. It's safe, fast and efficient, and they have affordable options for both locals and tourists. You'll find a few public transportation guides on our channel, and we've got more coming up, so stay connected by subscribing to our channel. In Italy, there are so many churches, and they're worth visiting even if you're not religious, for their beautiful architecture, art, and impressive history. Many of them house priceless works of art you can admire for free. Remember that in order to enter a church in Italy, your clothes must cover your shoulders and knees. For our friends visiting from the United States, please note that the tipping culture in Italy is different. Tipping is not mandatory, and at most restaurants, a fee for the service is already included in your bill. However, if you are very happy with the service and want to show your appreciation, you can leave a tip, but not more than 10%. And it will have to be in cash, as they can't add the tip to the bill. Italy is a highly walkable country, so make sure to pack comfortable shoes. You will take a lot of steps, mostly on cobbled streets. It's Italy, so we also have to talk about coffee. A coffee means an espresso. If you want a longer coffee, that is typically known as an Americano. Cappuccino is only served before noon, so if you want a coffee with milk after lunch, ask for a caffè macchiato instead. And don't order a latte unless you want a glass of warm milk. In Italian cafe bars, coffee is cheaper if you drink it standing at the bar. You can also order it at the table, but you will pay extra for the service. In Italy, when you check in at the hotel, or possibly before, they will ask for a copy of your passport and write down your information. Don't worry, they're not stealing your identity, it's the law. It's not a scam, and neither is the city tax you are required to pay when you check in. You're going to love Italy. If this video hasn't answered your question about your upcoming trip, please ask it in the comments and I'll be happy to share everything I know. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and stay connected by subscribing to our channel. Enjoy your trip!